All right, well, welcome everybody to our broadcast of tonight's game as your Jags host the Booker T. Washington Wildcats. We'll take a look at last week. And last week we went to Booker T on Monday and defeated them 2-1. We then hosted Navarre on Tuesday and beat them 5-3. And then Thursday night we traveled to Northview and got a 7-1 victory there. So 3-0, your Jags went last week. And we are now sitting at 15-5. I have not seen the new rankings for this week. It's supposed to come out today, but I haven't looked at them. Guessing we're probably at about number 3 again, somewhere in Region 1. So the reason I say that is it's our last 3 games. Yeah. So this is the end of the regular season. So we've got today versus Booker T. Washington. We're traveling to Jay Thursday night, and then Friday night we're going to head down to the beach and take on the Gulf Breeze Dolphins. We may or may not be live streaming the game Thursday night at Jay, but there's a distinct possibility that we will be up in the booth with the Dolphins staff up there and live stream that game from their press box. So stay tuned for that information. Just check out YouTube, put that notification on if you haven't already, and you'll see that link pop up here in the next day or so. But here we are. Coaches are down at home plate talking over, I guess, their game plan, getting the rules from the umps, and we'll get underway here shortly. And with that, we're going to go on mute for just a minute. All right, we're going to get ready for player intro here.
Good evening and welcome to the Mark Condon Baseball Complex on the campus of your West Florida Jags. Tonight our Jags will be taking on the visitors from Washington High School. And now for the starting lineups. First, the visitors from Washington. Playing center field, number 1, Kennedy. Playing second base, number 9, Starkville. At first base, number 2, Trencher. At pitcher, number 10, Zuniga. At catcher, number 28, Zana. At third base, number 5, Borjas. At shortstop, number 7, MacArthur. And in left field, number 11, Rodriguez. And playing right field, number 12, Carter. And please welcome the remaining available players for the Wildcats.
Sorry about this. This afternoon's sun is killing.
And then now the
That
starting
camera.
lineup for your West Florida Jaguars. Lead things off. At shortstop, number 9, Keelan Boyd. In center field, number 4, Peyton Huntsinger. At first base, number 1, Gabe Venable. Behind the plate for the Jags, number 8, Peyton Fuller. Our DH tonight, number 33, Quincy Hudson. And in right field, number 23, Mr. John Hatch. And on the mound for the Jags tonight, number 10, Owen Morgan. In left field, number 28, Darius Dunmiles. At second base, number 17, Harrison Vernier. And at third base, number 6, Colin Clark. And please welcome the remaining available players for the West Florida Jags. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Play ball.
Let's play some ball.
Yeah, this last matchup, 2-1,
Yep.
pitching, pretty much a pitching duel. You know,
Yeah, good defense
take
last
some-
week.
few
And,
running errors on Washington's part
yeah,
to try to get him in the game at the very end there.
yeah, that was an interesting ending. And
It was.
if you didn't check out the highlights, and I would suggest checking out the highlights. One out, we were able to pick a runner off at first, and then now with 2 outs, we were able to pick the runner off at second
To end
for
the
the
ball
third
game.
out, and
Yeah.
that ended the ball game. Very unique ending. I don't believe I've ever seen an ending like that. Definitely wouldn't see that in the pros, but really strange even still to see it at this level. And yeah, so go check out those highlights. Our weekly highlights drop every Monday morning around 8 a.m. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any of the highlights from the Northview victory. The camera setup just wasn't great, and I had some technical difficulties, and so did miss one of Hayden's home runs, the 6th home run of the season. Hit it to the batter's eye there in Northview, and hit the ball pretty hard.
Yeah, probably one of the biggest shots he's had this year of all 6.
So he's doing well this season. So 6 home runs, and see if he can't collect one or 2 more this week. But so we were looking at the playoffs, and I was mistaken on our opponent, but the district playoffs are already set. So we're going to actually play Pensacola High School here Monday night, the 14th at 7.
Now, how does that work? Are we going to be able to live stream that, or is that restricted?
So actually, so the date says 14th, but I'd heard Monday. So we'll get to the game here. But yeah, so
Leading things off for the Wildcats, number 1, Kennedy.
we probably will not live stream that game. The state owns all the playoff rights.
Yep.
And what we'll probably do is just save, because we can essentially pay to live stream the playoffs. We'll probably wait till that first round of the state playoffs.
First pitch, strike.
First strike. Assuming that we'll be in there. But right now, I think we're sitting third. In fact, we're sitting 9th in 3A in the state. And I believe last time I saw,
That'll be strike 2.
Call strike 2. Last time I saw, I believe that put us around third in Region 1.
Yeah. So either way, sitting pretty good.
Yeah. We should host a first round. That ball's going to get away, but nobody on. So 1-2 now. So we should be set up pretty good.
Owen Morgan, your pitcher tonight, starting us off. So. And that'll do it.
Strike 3.
Picks up the K. Yeah, weather did a big turn.
Wildcats number 9, Starkey.
Ended up heating up pretty good this afternoon. Just for a nice evening of baseball. Really mild weather. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, what was crazy was yesterday it was 50 degrees.
Yeah.
I think it topped out at a low 60 yesterday, very un-April-like.
Yeah, we always get that one sneaky push. Yeah. Last breath of winter come through.
That's going to be ground to third on the first, and he's going to be out number 2. And for those of you that got spoiled last week during the Navarre home game, I want to give a shout out to Uproar Media here, the media department for West Florida High School sports. They came out with an absolute army and produced a very amazing baseball game. Great views, had cameras inside the fence, and I would highly recommend to go and check out the that broadcast. We're going to give the catcher a second. He's
Yeah, I think you might have taken that one off the collarbone, or not.
Yeah. His coaches are talking to him right now.
He grabbed his chest, so
he's in the crouch. He's up and moving around. We'll let him walk around for a minute, get acclimated. May have something in his eye as well.
Okay, probably not in the chest.
Yeah.
There goes that water bottle. That's all it was. He was thirsty there.
There, that's probably a good call. He was just thirsty.
We got 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. Make that 1-1. Peyton's probably going to have to get used to that ball in the dirt when he throws that curveball.
Yeah.
That's exactly where he's putting it, and it's working.
That's going to be ground to the shortstop over to first. And that's going to be out number 3.
We got 3 down for Morgan and the Jags.
Cameraman is behind there.
Be up in the bottom. Boyd, Huntsinger, and Venable.
And you see that Voodoo's Barbecue, we're going to switch that over here in just a second to our $1 Million Sports. But Voodoo Barbecue fed the kids before the game today. We want to give them a big shout out for their generous support this season. And with that, we're going to go on station break. All right, and we are returning to action here with Keelan Boyd up to bat.
Leading things off for the Jags, shortstop, number 9, Keelan Boyd.
I want to draw your attention to that $1 Million Sports tag there in the bottom right. So $1 Million Sports has been supporting us all season. They provided matching batting gloves for the players and black and red batting gloves. Look really nice. They've held up all season, and I want to thank them for hooking us up this season. First pitch is high. Your pitch. Call that one a strike on that outside corner. That one's low. So our last home game of the regular season, we'll have at least one for the district playoffs, and then assuming again that we host, we'll have a few home games for the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens after that. That one is hit into left. Left fielder's under it. He's tracking it, and it's going to get over his head though.
Drifted a little too much on that one.
And it's going to be a double for Keelan Boyd, or an error. Hard to say on that one. That'll bring up Gabe Venable.
No, that's going to bring up
Next up for the
Hayden
Jags,
Hunsinger.
number 4,
Oh,
Hayden Hunsinger.
yeah, you're right. I don't know. I had paid attention to the order there. And it's going to be ground in that between first and second. It's going to bring a runner home, and got him at first.
Wow.
Overran first a little too much, and he got tagged.
You know, he didn't get. I don't think he got him. But we're not down there either. So
Yeah. So that'll clear the bases, give us one out, but it will give one run in. And now Gabe Venable's going to be
Next
up.
up for the Jags, first baseman, number 1, Gabe Venable.
I'll
Yeah,
update that score here momentarily. But just know the Jags are up 1-0. Pitch is outside. And that is hit to the second baseman. And he's going to be out at first.
that'll give two
We'll
outs.
bring 2 outs now. I missed the crew already. I missed
Next up for the Jags, catcher,
Yeah,
number
it was
8,
nice.
I missed that uproar.
It was a
crew.
good time.
I didn't have to worry about updating the score or anything, or outs or anything, and
A little more work, but
that is going to be fouled out of play.
did you catch over the weekend the highlights of the Angels right fielder that robbed 300?
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw the video,
the
later,
highlights.
and oh my gosh.
Amazing.
As I told Eli, to rob 1 is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
To rob 2 is unheard of in the same game by the same person.
And then the third one
And
was
then the
even
third
more
was just-
impressive.
yeah.
The way he fell out, you know.
Yeah.
They almost didn't give it to him because they weren't sure he was actually inbound.
Yeah.
But he was, half his body was.
Yeah.
But it was something else.
So that's going to be an early defensive play of defensive plays of the year in one game.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. And I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but some of that's just luck. It's not luck that he made the plays. It's luck that the balls are hit that way to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to him to make the play.
Right.
But he made the play. He just has to have the opportunity to the third baseman. And that's going to be out at first. But your Jags play at 1 on 2 hits. And
Number
1-0.
Jags, plate 1. Takes early lead.
clean up the screen here, and we will head into the top of the second, and we're going to go on station break. Hey, if you got any birthday shout outs you want us to mention, or if you're interested in supporting or advertising with us, give us an email. Send us one there at jaguarbaseball@myyahoo.com. We can set you up. We're definitely looking for broadcast sponsors for next year, and you'll have your bug up there in the top left, and we'll talk about you during the game. So. Broadcast sponsor, we're looking for those, and just any other sponsors. So jaguarbaseball@myyahoo.com. There's that crowd view. Got a pretty good crowd. The sun's down a little bit, so that sun was really hurting the picture on that side camera a few minutes ago, but take a look at it now. And there's your throwdown. We'll get ready for the first batter.
Leading up second for the Wildcats, pitcher Ortiz. There.
Got the pink going. Gloves, protector, sliding mitt, and then a seafoam green arm sleeve. Pink on the bat too. There's a swing and a miss.
Looks like what's his name from the Braves?
Yeah.
Acuna.
Yeah, that's going to be popped into the infield, but your second baseman is there for the catch. That'll be out number one.
Next up, number 28, catcher Gonzana.
Your pitch. Couldn't quite frame that one. A little bit low. Ball one. And to the shortstop. Good bounce, but he's going to be out at first on the throw.
Ball tried to get over his head.
Yeah, you can't play those too far back, but you got to be ready for that bounce.
No, he made a good choice not charging it too much, or it would have gotten.
Next up for the Wildcats, third baseman, number 5, Borjas.
And that's going to be lifted into right field. First baseman's tracking it, and that's going to be just out of your field of view, but that is caught in foul territory for out number 3. And with that,
That's out number 3 for the Jags.
we're going to go on station break as we get set up for the bottom of the second inning as your Jags lead 1-0 over the Wildcats.
All right. Number 33 or DH, Quincy Hudson.
Leading things off for the Jags in second. DH, number 33, Quincy Hudson.
All right, let's see how Quincy Hudson, one of our sophomores, he can get the inning started off. He's good at getting on base. Two and 0 now. Put that $1 Million Sports logo back there. That's going to be ball 4 for Quincy. He gets on.
Brings up John Hatch,
Making his way to the
right fielder.
Number 23, Mrs. John Hatch.
So John, one of our 3 seniors here. There's a swing and a miss. Some encouragement from the football players in the crowd. There's a called strike on that outside corner. 0-2 now. Pitch. Gonna foul that one out of play. Hope somebody's car. Awfully close to my wife's car out there. I don't know if we'd have had the windshield damaged. Still looking for that windshield sponsor out there. So if you're listening, that's going to be ground foul. Still love to have you as a sponsor, foul ball sponsor for next season.
Yeah, was that last week? We did have a damaged
Yeah,
windshield.
we did have a damaged windshield last week, so not unheard of out here. Pitch, and that's going to be hit right to the second baseman, and Quincy will get back to first safe, but hit well, but that's baseball. Hit right at somebody.
Making his way to the plate for the Jags. Pitcher, number 10, Owen Morgan.
Yeah, pitch is inside. Your 1-0 pitch. That's going to be ground to the first baseman. Step on first, and that'll be out number 2, but it does move the runner over.
Next up for the Jags, number 28, Darius Dunlop.
So our freshman, Darius Dunmiles, will step to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second. First pitch is up. Again, if you've got any birthday shout-outs, we've got a couple of them here we'll do in the 3rd inning. Still got time to get those in. That pitch is up as well. 2-0 now. Football players want to remind the pitcher that Your batter's a freshman. There's 3-0 now. Catcher's out there talking to the pitcher about the fact that Darius is a freshman. Yep, reminding him he's a freshman.
Maybe they should have a meeting, have the coaches come and talk to him about it.
And to be wary. Got to be careful of the sneaky freshman.
I think he wanted to verify with Young that he was a freshman.
Yeah. So 3-0 now. Let's see what pitch he gets here. And he'll be ball 4.
As a freshman.
And the freshman walks.
All right. See if Harrison can get it going.
Next up, for the Jags, number 17, Harrison Veneer.
That's going to be fouled out of play over in the football field. It's on the other side of the fence over there. Surprised they're not playing lacrosse tonight. All right, your pitch, and that's going to be fouled out of play. Your pitch. Ooh. That pitch was close. I think he thought about that one.
That was a loud ball.
Yeah, it was. That's why I thought he called strike, but he didn't follow through with a strike 3. That pitch is out of play. So I just got word that we'll actually not be up in the press box for the Gulf Breeze game. So we'll make a decision soon on whether or not we'll live stream that one or just provide highlights, and we'll go from there.
No access to the press box in Gulf Breeze.
All right, your 2-2 pitch here. He's staying alive. Ooh. That was right into the dugout. So players over there in the Washington dugout, keep your head on a swivel. Don't take it for granted.
They know that football player. He's also a football player on Washington's named Tank. All the other football players are giving him a hard time.
Yeah. There's 3-2.
It's down by the soccer goalie over there.
Your 3-2 pitch. And that's fouled off again.
Mason, what side of the field do you think he's going to hit it on? Okay. So he's gonna turn it all around and pull one. Okay.
Pitch. That's strike 3. Pulled the trigger. That was too close to take, but it's all right. So a couple of walks puts 2 runners on. Jags can't do anything with it, and
After 2, still leading 1 minute.
we'll move into the top of the 3rd. We'll go on station break. see the football players down there. They're enjoying the game. Same crowd. Really appreciate those guys coming out for these games. I cannot wait to see what the playoff crowd looks like. They came in force last year for the playoffs, and can't wait to see what they do this year. All right.
We have third for the Wildcats, number 7, shortstop McArthur.
First pitch. Top of the third. Voodoo Barbecue there. Fed the kids today. Really appreciate them stepping up and supporting the program. There's a swing and a miss. Strike one. It's a 1-1 your count now. I love Voodoo Barbecue. Red beans and rice. Really, really good food. So go check them out. They're in that Target Shopping Center on 9 Mile. There's a swing and a miss on a pitch high.
They are giving this guy a hard time.
Ooh, that pitch was just a touch low, I guess. Put to 2-2. Your pitch. That's going to be outside. So he's been able to work the count to full here. So your payoff pitch, and that's going to be ball 4.
Football players really getting rowdy now.
Yeah.
Next up for the Wildcats, left fielder, number 11, Rodriguez.
Okay, let's turn 2, Jags.
Yeah, we've done quite a few double plays this year, so
Yeah.
definitely have an opportunity. He's showing bunt, and he's going to steal, and he's going to be safe. Oh, man. If that throws on target, that beat him by a mile.
Yeah.
So that's going to
Just
put a
a
runner
little.
on second. And I'd probably still bunt, try to bunt him over to third. We'll see what we can do here. A 1-0 the count. Runner on second now. Showing bunt. Third base is scooted in a little bit. First base is inching forward. That's going to be play at first, out at first. That's going to move that runner to third. And that'll give one out.
Mandatory to play for the Wildcats, right fielder, number 12, Carter.
Infield executed perfectly.
Yeah.
Everybody was where they needed to be.
Yeah. And that's not necessarily easy for a second baseman who's not accustomed to.
No, he was
covering
over there.
first
He was
and-
over there quick.
Yeah. So everybody did well on that play.
It helps when the batter shows bunt early.
Yeah. That's going to be hit straight up. And third base is under it. He's going to catch it for out number 2. And that's going to help us out. So 2 outs now. Runner on third.
Back to top of the line for the Wildcats, center fielder, number 1, Kennedy.
We coming for the steal home? Is that what coach is doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
I'm assuming this is one of their faster runners because
That's going to be hit to the shortstop.
Excellent play.
And stretch for the out at first. That'll scram that runner. And there's your football players. No mercy. Show no mercy in this dojo over there. And with that, we're going to go on station break. All right. Get this bottom of the third started. Keelan Boyd's back.
Back to the top of the lineup, Mason.
Now batting for the Jags, shortstop, number 9, Keelan Boyd.
So Keelan had a double last in his first at bat.
He did. He did.
Kind of burned the left fielder a little bit. And your pitch.
Yeah,
Pitch
left
is a little
fielder
bit
just kept drifting and drifting and drifting. Didn't really go.
He wasn't decisive in where he was going, and yeah. Your pitch. There's a called strike. It's that spot he missed earlier. One and one. Swing and a miss there.
Pulled off that just enough to get the bat barrel off the ball.
Yeah.
He'll make that adjustment.
Your pitch. That's going to be ground to the second baseman. Over to first for the out. That's going to be one out now. For our number 2 hitter, Hayden Huntsinger.
And the next up, center fielder, number 4, Hayden Huntsinger.
Hayden got a single last at bat to score our only run. And then got caught hanging out there a little too far.
Yeah, he strayed a little too far, and there's a big swing. I think he wanted number 7 on that pitch. One and one. He's going to hit that to the second baseman.
Second baseman getting a lot of work tonight.
Yep. But this is what we saw the last game. A lot of ground balls.
Low scoring game.
Yep, respectable
Next up for
defense.
the Jags, first baseman, number 1, Gabe Benville.
That one was fouled off. Pop straight up. Second baseman's coming in. Shortstop, sorry. He's got that for out number 3. And with that, the Jags will go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. And we're going to go on station break as we move to the top of the fourth, and we'll do our birthday shout-outs when we come back. All right.
Moving on fourth for the Wildcats, first baseman number 2, number 9, Sarkle.
Top of the fourth started here. That's outside for strike 1. Good pitch. Didn't quite break on that one. 1-1. Want to give a belated birthday shout out to my neighbor, Jared Prescott. You may remember him. He was one of our broadcast sponsors. That ball is fouled out of play when we had Yo Ho Ho Travel as our broadcast sponsor. He works for Yo Ho Ho Travel. The pitch. That is inside outed to the first baseman. And good play over there to get that out. Pitcher's got to get off the bag, off the mound, and great job.
Next up for the Wildcats, first baseman number 2, Spencer.
And a belated birthday shout out to an old boss of mine in the Navy, Chris Flame Fiala. Wish you a belated happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. And the pitch. And that is hit straight up into the infield. Shortstop's calling it. Yeah, that's out number 2. Football players giving them some grief.
Next up for the Wildcats, pitcher number 10, Julia.
Your pitch. Pitch is up for ball 1. Inside outed, and that's going to be foul ball.
Football players are being ruthless over there right now.
Oh yeah, no mercy.
Asking a lot of questions.
No mercy in this dojo. Oh, that one was up and in.
Little chin music on that one.
Fouled back into the net. Ground foul, staying alive. Your 1-2 pitch. Oh, that's going to hit him. That'll give Washington a base runner. He had gotten close on one of the pitches earlier. Just couldn't quite hold it. We'll have a visit to the mound, and we're going to go on station break while we do that.
Next up, catcher number 28 is Montero.
All right, so your Jags have 2 outs. A runner on first after the hit batter. Pitching coach came out to visit, and Owen's going to stay on the mound there. Pitch. That was low. 1-0 now. It's another low scoring affair.
Yeah, it really is.
And,
Got
yeah,
it.
it looks like they got the pickoff over there. You'll have to check out the highlights for that one because it's too fast for me to get the camera. And football players are giving them grief. And with that, we're going to go on station break as we move into the bottom of the 4th. You can see the football players there, and they are definitely enjoying the game, livening the crowd, and having a great time.
All right, starting off with catching Peyton.
Leading things off for the Jags, number 8, Peyton Fuller.
Well, Peyton, if you're watching this, I want you to hit it in that 5-6 hole.
There's a good chance.
Oh, he's trying to go opposite field. Good for him. And I think we're going to say this is going to be our last live broadcast of the year for the regular season. You'll have to tune in for highlights for the Jay and Gulf Breeze games. Just barely touched him. At least he said it touched him, but I don't think the ump's buying that one. But that ball was inside for ball one. Trying to, hey, get on by hook or by crook, right? Base runners. There's 3-1 now. Got the green light here on the 3-1 count. Yeah, there's ball 4. So he got on. Got on anyway. We'll bring up Quincy Hudson. We got a pinch runner out there though. Mason Peach, number 2. Way out. He'll hot seat that helmet, which is just disgusting. But he's out there as our pinch runner, courtesy runner for the We'll see what Quincy can do here with a runner on and no outs. Showing bunt. He's going to bunt that foul. Got a delivery from the concession stand. We appreciate you. So come out, enjoy the concession food. It is amazing. French fries, cheeseburger. I'm looking at some cheese fries over here, and they look good. Pick-off attempt there at first. Better get back. But he's safe over there first. Your pitch. That pitch is up. There's ball 1.
Quincy drew a walk last time, so we'll get another runner on. Maybe we get this bases loaded with some Jags. He called that a strike? No?
That was a ball.
Okay.
Yeah, Quincy already had 2 strikes, so 2-2 now. He's working the count here. Another pickoff attempt, but he's safe over there at first. The ball almost got loose. You got to be wary as a pitcher. If you're not used to this park, there is a lot of room over there. And we've seen plenty of players make it to third on that throw over to first that gets loose.
Yeah.
Depending on where it goes and your speed. Yeah, that is going to be lifted into right field, foul territory, but that's going to go out of play. So Quincy's going to stay alive. That's going to be lifted straight up. That's going to be foul territory. Batter's going to be out on a good catch by the catcher. That's going to give us 1 out.
Making his way to the plate for the Jags, number 23, Mr. John Hatch.
John Hatch got an opportunity. Drive in a run here. Getting ready for the senior banquet on Saturday. Another pickoff attempt over there on Peach. get a chance to talk about the season, honor our seniors one more time at the banquet this weekend. That is going to be foul. Looks like out of play. Yep. Out of view to the camera. Your pitch. And that's going to be foul, out of play. That ball is low.
Another pop up.
Way high. Shortstop just about dropped it. That's going to be out number 2.
Next up is Jags, number 10, Owen Morgan.
All right, let's see what Owen Morgan can do. Runner on first. Another pickoff attempt for Peach. He is safe. Pitch. And that's going to be hit foul. But yeah, I think we'll. This is going to be our last regular season broadcast. I don't know how the playoffs will go. I don't know if we'll be able to broadcast that first district game at home, and then we'll see how the playoffs hold.
Yeah, if you can't catch us on here, just get on the old Game Changer, I guess, is about your best option.
Yep. So just follow Game Changer, and then just tune in Monday for any of the highlights. And,
I do remember watching it last year. Remember, we did kind of a watch party over at Bubba's.
yeah.
So they did allow us to stream it last year.
Yeah, so it's up to the school has to request it.
Gotcha.
And then, so I'm not sure exactly how that goes about.
We watched the Swanee game.
Yeah.
We couldn't hardly hear it with all the rattling and the shaking.
Oh my gosh.
We could see it anyway.
That environment was,
it was.
Yeah,
It sounded like Little League.
Put coins in an empty
jug.
milk jug
Yeah.
and just shake it, because that's what you do.
And a cowbell, I heard.
And we don't even talk about that. So yeah,
it was hard to.
Yeah.
We had to keep the volume down on it.
yep. Back pick attempt, but no throw. So Owens worked it to a 3-1 count. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, and see what kind of permissions we get, and then we'll go from there. Your pitch. There's a strike. I don't think I would have swung at that pitch anyway. You'd have probably fouled it off, or
It had to go with it, take it to left field.
yeah. I don't know how much
Freddie
he got.
Freeman, if he
Probably
could.
wouldn't have gotten much into it, but that may have worked right over the third baseman's head. You never know. The pitch. That's going to get loose, and that runner's going to stay at second, though. At ball 4, we'll put a runner on first and second. And that'll bring up the freshman Darius Dunmiles.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen a mound visit yet. Of course, we've got 2 outs, so
Yeah. I think they're just banking on him able to get this out.
28, Darius Dunmiles.
So what did Darius do his last at bat?
Darius's last at bat, he walked.
Walked. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's going to be ground to the shortstop. He's going to fumble it. That's going to get loose. And that'll score one.
That's going to go over the catcher's head.
And that's going to go over the catcher's head, but that runner's not going to go. And that'll put a runner on second. So we call that an error. And that'll score a run. And the reminder that you just gave up a hit or a play to the freshman.
Just in case they forgot from last time.
Just in case. So we'll bring up our second baseman, Harrison Bernier. Drop that pitch in pretty. There's strike one. Yeah, that's going to be hit to the second baseman. Going to field that over to first, and that'll be out number 3. But your Jags are able to score one on the error, and we'll make it 2-0. And with that, we're going to go on station break, and we're going to get ready for my favorite part of the game. You know,
This day in history.
this day in history. We'll get set up for that here momentarily. All right, we are back.
For the Wildcats, number 28, Gonzalo.
And our first This Day in History goes all the way back to 451. 4/5, the furthest back we've had one. 451. Yep. That ball is fouled off.
451.
451 in the year of our Lord, 451. Attila the Hun plundered Metz, which is in northeast France. He made it all the way to France. Attila the Hun. Yeah, man. Yep.
I never would have thought Attila would make your
This
day in history.
Yeah. Well, when you make it from France all the way from where he started, then you gotta give props, recognize that that's a long way, especially in 451. And your pitch. That's going to be right back up the middle. That's going to be a hit. And that'll put runners on first. And we're going to fast forward 1,300 years to 1776. Captain John Barry and the USS Lexington captures the Edward, British ship, the Edward. I got to keep the Navy thing going. So your runner on first, no outs. It's going to be lifted foul out of play. All right, so 1776 was Captain John Barry, the USS Lexington. All right, 1805. Hey, you'll know this one. 1805. Lewis and Clark expedition leaves Fort Mandan, which is on the Missouri River near Washburn, North Dakota. That's going to be fouled out of play. So
Washington trying to make a little something happen.
yeah. So Lewis and Clark started their expedition.
Okay.
All right. Didn't think about this one, but in 1827, John Walker, an English chemist, sells the world's first friction matches. Yep. Had a piece of sandpaper in it, and you just first friction matches.
The old stick box matches.
Yep. All right.
All right, we got no outs. Need to turn 2 here.
Pick-off attempt at first. He's going to be safe. All right, 1902. And I don't know why I never thought about this, but or put it together. Your pitch. That pitch is high. Ball 1. So in 1902, the Texas Oil Company is formed. You know them as Texaco.
Okay.
So Texaco is formed in 1902. Yeah, there's strike 3. That's going to be 1 out. Needed that. And that crowd getting into it. Those guys are being brutal. All right.
Now back to the Wildcats, number 7, McCarter.
I thought the coincidence of this next one was actually really cool. But this one is from 1940. And we'll talk about that one here in just a second. So your pitch. All right. So 1940, the U.S. Post Office issues the first postage stamp with an African American on it. Do you know who it was? What would a really cool coincidence be? There's your pitch. That pitch is low.
On this day.
Yep. Who are we playing?
Booker T.
Booker T. Washington.
Okay.
So Booker T. Washington has was the first African American with a issued postage stamp,
What are the chances?
and that was today in 1940.
What are the
I
chances?
had to say that one.
You
Yeah.
did. Very
Yep. Yeah, there's a strike. Yeah, I saw that one and knew immediately that one had to be on here. So that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yep. All right. 3 years later, 1943. Talk about that one here after this pitch. That one was fouled out of play into the net. All right, so 1943, the NFL adopts free substitution rule, mandatory helmets, and a 10-game schedule. So I guess you could play without a helmet before 1943. And
Were they?
they were just built different.
They were
back then.
optional. They
I
were
guess
leather still.
I
And they
guess,
were
well,
optional.
I don't know. I think they were just optional.
Yeah.
So
Double
built
play
different.
would be nice right now.
That they're just built different back then, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
A few head injuries, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, 1945 today. Part of the Battle of Okinawa was today, 1945. All right. The next one after this pitch, 2-2. There's strike 3.
There it is.
Get that strikeout.
Well, if we do that, we don't need a double play.
Yeah.
We just need one more out.
And now, 2 outs. Still runner at first.
Next up for the Wildcats, number 11, Rodriguez.
So 1953, you had the first west to east jet transatlantic nonstop flight.
Very good.
Yeah, there's swing and a miss. Now this next one, I never knew about this, and a little bit of a black eye. But 1966, and we'll talk about that after this pitch. 0-1. A bat out in the outfield or a bird flying around. Right behind the shortstop there. There's called strike. Good pitch. 0-2. So in 1966, the U.S. had to go and recover a lost hydrogen bomb from the Mediterranean seafloor.
Wow.
Oops. It literally said on the website, that ball is fouled up. After it said that, it went in parentheses, oops. So yeah, we lost a hydrogen bomb in the Med, and we had to go and fish it out.
Imagine our Navy divers had to go
Yeah.
do some work there, right?
Yeah. All right, we got some baseball ones coming up here. In fact, we got 3 now.
Yeah, we have a Nighthawk in
pitch.
the outfield.
And that's going to be nobody at second base. And so that runner is safe at second on the steal from the uncontested steal. But the next 3 are all baseball related. Okay?
Okay.
So 1969, Dodgers' Bill Singer is credited with the first official save. So the save was not a thing until 1969.
Okay.
He got that against the Reds. So I thought that
He
was
will go down. All right, we got 2 outs.
your pitch. There's strike 3. And
All
we'll
right.
finish with this.
So
in
after
the
5 innings, Morgan has 3 strikeouts, only giving up 1 hit,
Nice.
only giving up 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts.
4 strikeouts. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think he struck out the side this inning. I think he just struck out the side.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah, that makes 4 strikeouts,
Excellent.
1 walk, and only 1 hit. So
Okay.
Jags up still 2-0.
All right. And with that, we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th. All right, let's get this rolling here. Our leadoff hitter, Keelan Boyd.
Leading off the 5th for the Jags, shortstop, number 9, Keelan Boyd.
All right, and we'll continue with our This Day in History. And we'll go a year later to 1970 after this pitch. That's inside. So in 1970, the MLB Milwaukee Brewers, who used to be the Seattle Pilots, play their first game. And they lose 12-0 to that.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to be ground to the shortstop. We're going to play that off the hop to first with the stretch. And he's going to be out at first, so out number 1. And we'll take a everybody's okay. We'll go on mute for a second. All right, so we are back. Hayden Huntsinger up to bat. And there was a accusation dispute about stepping on the first baseman's foot on purpose, but hard to see from up here, and everybody seems to be okay. And our next one will be from 1977, and it's also baseball related. Your pitch, and that is fouled straight back. So 1977, the MLB Toronto Blue Jays had their first game, and they beat Chicago White Sox 9-5. So,
and Chicago White Sox go on to never win another game in world history. they have had a rough run, haven't they? Last year was
but they had a couple years where they won a couple World Series.
Yeah.
They won it before my Cubs did. And then,
last year was rough.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Everybody's got a rough year every once in a while.
Sure.
That ball is in. So 1-2 the count now. So we leave 1977, we move to 1983. And this one is pretty cool because it's space related. Your pitch. That's going to foul out of play. So 1983 STS 6. All right. Specialist Story Musgrave and Don Peterson performed the first STS spacewalk. Very apropos with Artemis being out in space right now. And there's strike 3. That's going to get away, and he's going to be safe at first on the drop third strike. So that'll go as a strikeout for Hayden, but he's going to get on anyway. And I believe was it yesterday or Saturday, Artemis, that crew became the officially the first humans furthest away from Earth.
Yeah.
As they went on the backside of the moon.
Yeah. No one has ever seen that. I mean, they've got pictures of it, but no live.
Yeah. That was
eyes on the back.
Yeah. Here's our mound visit here.
Okay.
And
yeah, they're due back Friday? Splashdown Friday.
That's going to be pretty cool
over in
to
California.
hear all of that. And so while we got that mound visit, we'll continue with our This Day in History. Only got a few more with some birthdays. So 2003, U.S. troops capture Baghdad. 2 days later, Saddam's regime falls, and I was on deployment 23 years ago today.
You were there.
I wasn't there, but we were supporting ops, and yep. And then I remember after I got back, we were at a Bennigan's. We were at the Bennigan's in Jacksonville when they captured Saddam.
A throwback, Bennigan's.
Yep. Bennigan's. You know the one with all the stuff on the wall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yep. I remember exactly where we were when they caught Saddam. I remember him lifting that, and there he is, all disheveled, and just look, and that's Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Yep. So Gabe Venable up to bat. He's got a runner on first with 1 out. That's going to steal. That's going to bring the shortstop over, and he's going to be safe at first on the infield hit. And moving that runner over got him that hit.
Yeah, the shortstop was running over to the bag on a steal,
Yep.
so it threw him off.
Had him moving in the wrong direction.
Yep.
That hit got him off balance, and
But turned it around and got to the ball. That was actually a really good play.
yeah.
To
Yeah.
keep it going through and keeping Hayden at second.
Yep. So runners on first and second, and look, I'm going to call it 5-6 hole. He's got runners on.
I'm going up the middle this time.
You think up the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ball's going to get loose, and this is going to definitely support my theory of the 5-6 hole because he was really good with runners on second and third, and we'll see what he can do here. So Peyton now has runners in scoring position. 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Your Jags are up 2-0. If you're just joining us, it's been a good game, another defensive game, and good pitching. Pretty good defense as well, just like last week's 2-1 victory against Washington at their place. And so we'll move on to some birthdays for today.
Yeah, Jags looking to keep their winning streak going.
Yeah.
They got a 4-game winning streak. So.
And there's strike one. A little foul tip. So 1860, I know you're going to know this guy. Will Keith Kellogg is born.
Okay.
Kellogg cereal.
Wow.
Yep,
That far
1860.
back.
All right. 1895, this is for my Navy Seabee brethren out there. Lewis B. Combs, the civil engineer, is born. He's the founding member of the Seabees. So the father of the Seabees is born today. And tried the 5-6 hole. That one's coming home. He's going to be out. And he tried the 5-6 hole, but just couldn't quite get it through.
No.
And that's going to put runners on the corners and give us 2 outs for Quincy Hudson, who is going to come up with 2 outs, and you got your courtesy runner, Nixon Peach.
Courtesy runner Nixon Peach checks in. And brings number 33 Quincy Hudson to the plate.
All right, so 1895, Lewis B. Combs. 1915, Billie Holiday is born. U.S. jazz singer Billie Holiday. All right. 1928, actor James Garner is born. And that is hit between first and second. That's going to score 1. Yeah, that's going to make it 3-0 on the shot.
Hudson single plates available.
2 out RBI for Quincy. I'm going to bring up John Hatch.
Next up for the Jags, number 23, Mr. John Hatch.
So James Garner, born 1928. Your pitch. Drops that in for a strike. 1954, I know you know this one. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's birthday is today, 1954. 10 years later, Russell Crowe. 1964, Russell Crowe.
Gladiator.
Yep. And that
That might leave.
crushed.
That might leave. That might. Oh, that's
No.
a deep fly ball.
Right field is under it.
Didn't have enough for it.
And not quite. So Jags are able to plate 1, make it 3-0, give us a bit of insurance
Jags
run.
plate 1. Brings score 3-0.
And with that, we're going to go on station break, and that concludes this day in history. Look at the timing on that. Pretty impressive, huh?
Very good.
We're taking a look at the,
Hunsinger.
is it Hayden Huntsinger warming up?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Hayden Huntsinger warming up in the bullpen. and we're going to go back on station break. We are back, and if you're just joining us, it is the top of the 6th. Your Jags are up 3-0 over Washington Wildcats.
Washington Wildcats, right fielder number 12, Carter.
I want to draw your attention to that Voodoo barbecue bug there in the bottom right. So Voodoo was gracious enough to feed the varsity players today before the game. I want to appreciate or thank them for their continued support this season. They fed the players a few times. So if you get a chance, get out and go check them out. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, over to first, stretch, and that's going to be out at first. But go check them out. They're in the Target Shopping Center on 9 Mile. And really good food. New Orleans style food. I love the red beans and rice, and really enjoy it. So go check them out.
Number 1, Kennedy.
Your pitch. That pitch is up. One and one. That ball is low. Two and one. That pitch is outside. 3-1 now. Your pitch. That is going to be hit into center field. Hayden's underneath it, tracking it. Man, that's going to be out number 1. Sorry, out number 2.
Next up, the Wildcats. Number 9, Sargent.
All right, so bottom 5th. Or sorry, top of the 6th. Wow. I don't know what happened there, but top of the 6th.
Still only 1 hit off of Morgan, 4 strikeouts, and still only 1 walk. He's at 64 pitches, 65 pitches.
Okay.
So still pretty low in the pitch count.
Yeah. Pitching well.
We saw a few pitchers warming up. We might see that. We may not.
Yeah. I believe this is definitely the deepest Owen's gone on the start. Mm-hmm. And pitching very efficiently. That is going to be foul as well.
Yeah, I'd use it until we can because we're going to need some arms going into this next week.
Yeah.
Healthy arms.
Yeah, Jay Vaucre's having everybody, as many people available would be great. Yeah, that ball is low. That's going to make it 2-2 now. Looking to get this third out. I would bet if we can get this and keep it 3-0, Hayden would come in top of the 7th. And that's going to be popped up to the shortstop, Keelan. And so that's going to be out number 3. And I'm betting Hayden is going to come in and close us out unless we score a bunch of runs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah. I'm with you. I got a feeling they'll bring it in.
And with that, we'll go on station break. Take a look in the dugout here, see what kids are getting ready for bottom of the 6th inning. And looks like we have a new pitcher. We'll give his info here to you momentarily.
So we have a new pitcher, number 5, Forbes.
Okay.
What's their third baseman?
Okay, moved over from 3rd to now pitch. Okay. Owen Morgan to lead us off. There's a strike on the outside. Your pitch. Yeah, it's outside. Ball 1. Crowd's getting into it. Yeah, that's going to be fouled out of play. Close to somebody's vehicle. And somebody's getting into it out there. Your 1-2 pitch. Yeah, that's caught strike 3 on the tip. You're right. So that's going to be out number 1, and it's getting a little chippy, it appears, out there. I think the frustration. And that's going to be pop foul. So that bunt attempt results in a foul ball. And the pitch, it's up and in. The ball 1, so getting a little chippy out there in the crowd.
Yeah, they're finally. Right there. Right there. Green shirt.
Yeah, I got you. So, getting a little chippy, but I'm sure they're a little frustrated. We've held them, and 3-0's low scoring still. There's a strike. 1 and 2. Football players are definitely doing their job, getting the other crowd into it. That's going to be flared to the first baseman. He's going to step on first, easy for the out. And that'll be out number 2.
Next up the Jags, number 17, Harrison.
Yeah, there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Want to recognize $1 Million Sports again. That pitch is outside. So, $1 Million Sports is a proud sponsor of West Florida high school baseball. They specialize in custom baseball gloves, batting gloves, baseballs, and premium apparel. Hear the train in the background there. So, $1 Million Sports is built on 70 years of combined baseball experience. Thank you, $1 Million Sports, for your support. And I'll be sure to reach out to them for any of your baseball wants and needs. $1 Million Sports. You see those gloves Harrison's using. Those are the batting gloves that they gave the team before the season started. And I really appreciate it. Yelling over the... There's strike 2. Train's coming through. Quite loud. Probably just see the lights through the trees there in left field. That is outside for ball 3. The catcher took a little bit of that one. That's going to be ground to the shortstop, and he's going to be safe on the infield hit. I'm going to bring up your leadoff hitter, Keelan Boyd.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Jags, number 9, Keelan Boyd.
Train continues to roll through.
Slow. Stay out of space.
He's not in any hurry. Yeah, that's going to be hit into left center. Center fielder's under it, and he's going to make the catch. No, he missed it. Keelan's going to get another one. We'll see if that one goes as an error or as a hit. That's going to put runners on second and third. And
I'm willing to bet they're going to call that a base hit. Wasn't quite a routine.
yeah,
Routine play.
I guess I don't know. I don't know if he had to slide to make the play, but we'll see. Let's see what Game Changer said. They gave him a double.
Yeah.
So that's 2 doubles for Keelan tonight. I'm going to bring up Hayden, see if he's got fireworks in that bat tonight. That pitch is low. Harrison running back to third. He had a pretty good lead, looking to not get picked off. 1-0 the count. Pitch. That one's low as well. Well, if he walks, we know what's going to happen. I haven't said it in a while.
Hadn't said it all night.
It's been a while. Definitely not tonight. I feel like it's been a while since we've been able to say it. Your pitch. And he crushes that one. That one is out of here. That's going to be number 7 for Hayden. 3-run blast. He may not need to come in now.
I knew that one was going off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, he was waiting on that one.
Next up for the Jags, number 1, Gabe Hannibal.
That's going to make it 6-0, and he may not come in now. That 6-0.
Yeah, I'd leave Owen in.
Yeah.
Save the arms for tomorrow or for Thursday, Friday's games. And if you need to.
Yeah. I mean, even if Keelan pitches 1 inning, he probably won't throw too much, but we'll see what they do.
He's still pretty low. I think he's still under 70 pitches.
Yeah. But I know he hasn't thrown that many all season, so
Right.
We'll see what the coaches do.
Yeah, he's at 69 pitches, so
Yeah.
that's right. Under 70 pitches. So that just cushioned it pretty.
That is lifted into left. Your left fielder's tracking it, and he was
Ran
just
out of
short.
room.
Yep.
Just ran out of room.
Just ran out of room.
We got a. Is that fog out of nowhere in center field?
What's that?
Is that fog or is that smoke from the train in center field?
I think that's smoke from the train.
Smoke from the home run is what we're calling.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
I mean, that just showed up out of nowhere, didn't it?
So I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but a little bit of haze out there in left field over the signs.
Now we do have a house back there in the right center that likes to burn leaves, so that could very well be it. Yeah, train's still going.
Well, between slow and probably being a mile long, that pitch is low for ball 3, so 3-1 now.
We used to joke when we played here about hitting the train for the home run.
On right field,
Yeah.
try to hit the train.
Yeah.
And there's strike 2. Well, he hit that one pretty far, but
Yeah.
the train, he had to hit it twice as far to get the train tracks that direction. So looks like we got a kid coming back maybe with the home run ball. And there's called strike 3. That's going to end the inning, but your Jags scored 3 off of a Hayden bomb. And that's going to give him 7 home runs for the
Jags
season.
scored 3 off a Hayden home run. Bruce scored 6-0 Jags.
And we'll move into the top of the 7.
All
Hopefully
right,
finish this game out.
We help singing this tonight.
Uh-oh. It's the song. I'll have to mute it here in a second, but you know the words, and I'll bring you in at the right time.
And they did bring Hayden in.
Okay, so Hayden came in anyway. We'll give you an update on our song here, and we'll come back here in a second. We're getting close. You know the words. Get ready. All right, are you ready? Here it comes. There it is. Sing it with us. Bum, bum, bum.
A little louder, Susan. A little louder.
Morgan,
We are back.
Morgan to
New
third.
Bedford Jags, number 4, Peyton Hudson.
So your new defensive lineup is going to
The
be
Wildcats, number 2, Pritchard.
Dunn in left. Colin Clark has moved from third to center field. John Hatch remains in right. Hayden moved in from center to pitcher. Owen moved from pitcher to third. And then Keelan, Harrison, and Gabe round out short, second, and first base. And that is your new defensive lineup. That Hayes is getting a little bit stronger over there in left, but it's not too bad. That pitch is low. There's ball 2. And Jags looking to wrap this up. 6-0. Top of the 7th. There's a strike. Pitch. Fouled off. 2-2 now the count. Your pitch. That is hit a mile high. Third baseman's under it. He's going to catch that for out number 1. All right, 1 out now.
Next up, to the Wildcats, number 10, Jay.
Your pitch. Pitch is up. There's ball 1. Pitch. That's inside. Ball 2. Train's finally moved on.
Yeah.
A little bit quieter out there now. That is spiked into the ground for ball 3. And that Hayes is now off the ground, probably about 10 feet or so. Starting to see it there, just to the left of the Booker T. Washington. There's ball 4, so that's going to give the Wildcats a base runner.
Next up, to the Wildcats, number 28, Gonzalez.
And we may have, never mind, we got some gear being handed over from the runner at first. His pink gear. The pitch. And there's a called strike. And that pitch is low. It's away from the catcher, but runner doesn't go anywhere. There's 1-1. Football players are still going at it out there. Pitch. And he did not go, so there's ball 2.
All right, we got 1 out. 2 and 1.
Let's get this double play and end the game here. There's 3 and 1. Pitch. There's strike 2 right down the middle. So we got a full count now. Runner on first, 1 out. Looking for that double play. Strikeout. Yeah, that's going to be fouled right back at us. Three and 2. Payoff pitch here. Yeah, there's going to be ball 4. We'll put runners on first and second now.
It's going to be a visit to the mound.
We got a mound visit coming up. And we'll go on mute for just a second. All right, so that was Coach JJ on the mound visit as he walks back into the dugout. Nobody's moving anywhere. And Hayden remains on the mound, and we'll get ready for this next batter here.
Next up, the Wildcats, number 5, Boaz.
Pitch. That one is low. Pitch. That's low as well. So 2-0 the count now. We're trying to figure out. I think the batter is
We had to have the resource officer, well, the police officer come and settle them down a little bit. Just cheer.
pitch. That's outside. There's 3-0. The 3-0 your count. Yeah, that's going to be ball 4. And that's going to load up the bases. And I think that's going to be it for Hayden. And we're going to go on station break for a second.
Parker.
All right, so we've got a new pitcher, Keelan Boyd has moved to pitcher. Colin Clark has moved from center to short, and Hayden has moved back to center field. And there's your first pitch strike from Keelan Boyd. So 1 out, bases loaded. Jags are up 6-0, and got a little bit of cushion, but that is fouled back, almost right on top of us.
Should be able to wrap this up. 2 more outs.
Yeah.
You'd be okay.
Yep. You just don't want you don't want to give them life.
No.
You know, so forward a run or 2, but we don't want to give up any. And then your pitch, that is fouled almost right at the dugout over there for Washington. Your 0-2 pitch here. That is fouled out of play. Your 0-2 pitch. A little bit low. There's 1 and 2. Pitch. And that's going to be strike 3. And you can see his frustration. That pitch was well outside, but that's going to make 2 outs for the Jags.
No, even the umpire said that there's nothing out of hand, and there's nothing really they can do.
Yeah.
It's in the stands. It's not our players.
Right. Yeah. And they haven't been saying inappropriate.
No.
They've just been going all night.
As a matter of fact, the umpires, I quote, said they're glad to see him here every game.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're rowdy. It gets the game lively. And,
Yeah, it does. Yep. So that's 0-1. That's going to be ground 2, the shortstop. He's going to throw to first, and that's going to be missed. And that's going to plate 1, and that runner is going to be out at home, and that's going to end the game. And that's going to make it 6-1 your final. And so we've got a little bit going on here, a little bit much. And we're going to go.
It was a play at home, folks. It was a play at home.
And so I don't think we're going to do the lineup, the walkthrough, and the handshake. But your final score is going to be 6-1. And you got everything under control.
It was a play at home.
Yeah, play at home, and not ideal, but game's been chippy, I think, most of the night. But your Jags will walk away with a 6-1 win and move to 16-5. And our last 2 games of the season are going to be at Jay Thursday and at Gulf Breeze Friday. We will not be live streaming those games, but hopefully we'll have highlights for you. And just tune in next Monday, and we are out here.